What's up, everybody? Hi, I'm live, and today we're going to get into love and abundance attraction for the new year. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting our intentions. We're going to be clarifying what it is that we really want to create in the coming year, and going over some of the actual mechanics of how we can bring these things into ourselves more easily. So, getting clear on our and getting clear on the feelings we're actually seeking to create from these intentions. So a lot of people will set their goals just kind of with the idea that they want to like get something. For instance, I want to have a new car, or I want to have a new house, or whatever it is. Like it's very like goals that are very much based in the material world, and those are great. We need things, right? We need stuff to live our lives, and really, I believe that we are able to create, manifest, and bring whatever material possessions we would like to have into our lives. Since I started believing that, I've had a very successful time attracting the physical items that I wanted to attract into my life. And what I've noticed from that is that when you do that, you're still kind of chasing. You still end up chasing, because there's, when you get the thing, you want the next thing. When you get the thing, you want the next thing. When you get the thing, you want the next thing. So I like to start thinking also about what is the feeling that we're actually trying to get from the thing that we say that we want. So the reason why I use this as thumbnail for this video is because this is the Sri Yantra. It is, many say, the most powerful manifestation mandala in all of creation. It represents so many things, and it's far beyond the scope of this video. However, I will share with you my most basic understanding of it, which is that it is the union of the masculine and feminine, the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine, Shiva and Shakti. Shiva being represented by the upwards facing triangles, the masculine triangles, and Shakti being the feminine and downward facing triangles. And so the combination of these two principles, this masculine feminine polarity, is one of the generative principles of the universe. So since that is represented symbolically within this mandala, it is therefore a very, very powerful creation mandala. And again, getting deep into the symbolism of this thing is not in the scope of this video. However, I will say that since I started wearing and creating this mandala, putting it into my paintings and drawings, really a lot of remarkable things have manifested into my life. So I like to think about this idea like we're seeking to put anything in our circumstances that is going to help us to raise our vibration, to attract more of whatever it is that we're seeking to attract. We can do this in so many different ways, by surrounding ourselves with people that we love, or going to places that we love, or filling our space with beautiful things like plants and art and furniture that we like. Basically anything that makes you feel good. But there are these specific things that hold a tremendous amount of symbolic power that we can surround ourselves with, that really boost the speed of how we manifest. So the Sri Yantra is one of those things. So I'd recommend getting yourself one of these. You can find them all over the internet. I have one that I wear around my neck pretty often, and then I have it in a lot of my different paintings. And since, like I said, since I started putting it in my paintings, I started to notice that more and more things were attracted to me faster and faster, including my wife Emily and our little baby girl Coral Rose. So that is very, very literally the union of masculine and feminine coming together to create, to generate new life. And so those of you who are here specifically to manifest love are definitely seeking to create that type of union with the manifestation that you're doing. And even if you're not in a traditional male-female relationship, these polarities still do exist. So within, male-male relationships or female-female relationships, you still find that some form of the masculine-feminine polarity is being acted out within that relationship. And if it doesn't have that, it very oftentimes won't have the kind of like the spark, the polarity that kind of creates this like, passion and fire in the relationship. It can be more like if both parties in the relationship are going into a feminine phase or a masculine phase, a relationship can tend to be more like, to turn more into just a friendship. It doesn't have the push and pull of the polarity. So we're going to talk about a lot of this stuff further in this presentation, but I want to start it off by getting ourselves into the right vibration. So we're going to do a very quick meditation. I got this right when the loud water sounds are happening in my studio, my soundproof studio. So yeah, we're going to start off with this meditation, get ourselves into the right mindset to do this manifestation work. All right. So take a moment to get comfortable in your chair. Just get as comfortable as you can right now in the place that you are. And start to notice any tension that you're holding, any tension at all that you're holding in your body. And just allow that tension to turn loose, to let loose, as you go deeper into a state of relaxation. Let your head, your shoulders, your neck, your arms, and all the way down your body. Any place that you're holding tension, just allow it to release as you go deeper into a state of relaxation. Relaxation is actually one of the best states that we can be in. For accepting suggestions. It's what we're doing when we're doing manifestation work, when we're doing hypnosis work, is we're choosing to accept suggestions about the new reality that we're creating. So when we're in a relaxed state, we're in a more suggestible state. It means that we're ready to accept what we're telling ourselves about the reality, the manifestation of reality that we are bringing about. We're able to accept it. So notice anywhere that you're still holding tension, just allow that to release. And I'm going to give you guys two of my favorite tools that I've learned in Psychic Institute of Southern California. These are meditation tools. So first we're going to get our grounding cord. If you already have one, just allow it to release and go down into the center of the planet. So what the grounding cord is that it is an energetic connection between you your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, and the center of the planet, our Mother Earth. So I want you to imagine this energetic connection going down from your root, from the base of your spine, all the way down to the center of the Earth, the center of the planet. And this energetic connection can be made up of any material that you like. It's just energy, and whatever brings you security or amusement you can use for the material for your grounding cord. So personally, I like to use a light beam or tree roots or a combination of the two. So you can imagine these bright white light tree roots going down from the base of your spine all the way down to the center of the planet. This is your grounding cord, and this is an energetic connection that you can tune into at any time. The beautiful thing about this grounding cord is that it is set to release. So any energy that you are holding in your body that is not yours, you're going to simply allow it to release down the grounding cord and be grounded out in the center of the planet. So any energy that is not yours is simply falling down, falling away out of your grounding cord. It comes out really easily. It's just like sand falling down through a pipe. No resistance here. It is just a release, simply letting go. So allow this to just happen. Deepen your breath here. Letting all the energy that's not yours that you're holding fall straight down that grounding cord. Couple more deep breaths here. Anything else that you're holding is falling down, falling away. And you have that powerful connection between your root chakra and the center of the planet. All right, now we're going to take my other favorite tool from the Psychic Institute and fill ourselves up with a golden sun. So the golden sun is exactly what it sounds like. So imagine that you have a golden ball of light just directly above your head, right above your crown chakra. And this golden ball of light represents your own energy, your life energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it back from any place that you might have left it. So imagine your energy coming back to you from any place that you might have left it. So it could be at work, it could be at school, it could be on social media or some other website, wherever you might have left some energy. That means, for instance, if you keep thinking about something somebody said to you, and you keep going back to that moment, that means you've left some energy back there. If you keep thinking about something that happened at work and you keep going back and replaying that, you've left some energy back there in that place. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it back. So imagine your energy coming back, and it's attracted, magnetized to this energy, which is the golden sun. So calling all that energy back, and it's collecting all right above your head in this golden sun representing your own life energy. Calling it back, and as you're calling it back, it's growing and growing above your head. Feel the warmth of that golden sun, the beauty of it. It's your vital energy, your life energy. So anywhere else that you might have left it, just call it back and realize that this golden sun is like a magnet for your energy. And once again, it's calling all that energy back, filling up. And when it's really full, really bright above your head, what we're going to do is we're going to invite this energy back into our bodies. So we're going to let it come in through our crown chakra and head all the way in to fill up our entire body. So just take that golden sun and allow it to start coming in through your crown, and feel that golden sun light energy filling you up down through your crown chakra to your third eye, down your face to your throat, and down the center of your body to your heart. From the heart, fill that all up with your energy and allow it to go out through your shoulders and out all the way your arms to your hands, filling up with your golden sunlight energy. Bring it back to the center, to your heart, and we're filling up all the way down through our solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra, our hips and our thighs, hamstrings, knees, all the way down our shins and calves, all the way down to our feet, filling up every inch of your body, every cell of your body with this golden sun light energy. And once you're all filled up with your own vital energy. And once you're done with that, just take a moment to bend over and dump that out. Watch out for furniture. And just take a moment to notice how that feels in your body, how you feel differently from where you were at just moments ago before we did any of this meditation. Just notice where you're at. All right. Hope you're feeling as good as I am. Feeling refreshed every time that I do that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tune into our heart. Because the way that we do manifestation is through heart-brain coherence. This is a concept that I got specifically from Greg Braden. I know Tony Robbins talks about it a lot as well, and many other personal development teachers, and also gurus, mystics, spiritual leaders, all these types of people speak about heart-brain coherence. So what we're going to do is we're going to tune in to our heart. Get clear. Because no matter how badly our brain wants something, if our heart is not in alignment, if our heart doesn't want it, we're not going to be able to get it. Or if we get it, we're not going to want it. We're not going to be happy with it. So we really need to make sure that these two powerful forces are in alignment before we start proceeding forward with creating something. All right. So another fact here to keep in mind is that, so first, before I say that, let us put your hands on your heart, your left hand first and your right hand. I want you to just tune in to your beautiful heart. Understand that this is a gift that you were given. You don't have to do anything to earn your heart, to be worthy of your heart. It is simply a gift that you were given. You were given the gift of life. And as long as your heart beats, you will live. So I want you to feel the beauty of that reality. Just tune into your beautiful heart. Send your love, your gratitude, your appreciation for your heart. It's here for you every day. I want you to understand also that the heart is about 100 times stronger electrically and about 5,000 times stronger magnetically than our brain. That's why when we're doing manifestation work, we are following our heart. Super literal. Your heart is a powerful magnetic force. In fact, we are electromagnetic beings. So the vibration that we're putting out is attracting the experiences of our lives. So we're going to now put ourselves once again in the vibration of gratitude and abundance. So still hands on your heart, focusing on how grateful, how amazing it is to have this beautiful heart, to be living in a human body, living a human life, to be an embodied spirit here on this earth plane. All right. So I want you to know in this moment and in every moment that you are whole and complete as you are. You are infinitely loved and taken care of. You have nothing to fear. I'd like you to, with your hands on your heart, and repeat those words after me. I am whole and complete as I am. I am whole and complete as I am. I am whole and complete as I am. Staying with your deep breathing, really tapping into this gratitude, this abundance that we have, abundance of life energy that we've been blessed with every single day. So one more thing that I love to remind myself of is that nature is abundant. And we are nature. Because we are nature, our nature is abundance. We're powerful creator beings. So in this moment, I'd like for you to repeat after me. You can use the terms of your choosing. So I like this phrase I got from Gabby Bernstein, which is like just to refer to a higher power of your own understanding. So if you don't like the term God or whatever, you can use the universe or creator or life force, great spirit, whatever it is you want to use. And repeat after me. This is another one that I've heard from Tony and who I've actually heard from a number of different people. God's wealth is flowing to me in ever increasing abundance. All of my needs, goals, and desires are met because I am one with God, and God is everything. Creation's wealth flows to me in ever increasing abundance from a variety of sources in a continuous manner. All my needs, goals, and desires are fulfilled because I am one with the Creator. The Creator is everything. Great Spirit's wealth flows to me in ever increasing abundance. All of my needs, goals, and desires are fulfilled because I am one with Great Spirit. And Great Spirit is everything. Again, refer to the higher power of your own understanding when you do this work. All right. Now in this state, I want you to start thinking about the exact thing that it is that you are creating. So if you can put this into exact words, I would say go like this. I am so happy and grateful now that ... So we'll just use a generic one. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm living in harmony with my divine partner. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm living in harmony with my divine partner. I am so happy and grateful now that I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. So now at home, I want you to take I'm so happy and grateful now that ... and fill in your own blanks on that one. What is it that you are creating for this new year? I want you to really develop the picture and the feeling of what it's like to live inside of that reality. Because in the quantum possibility field, all timelines are manifest. So whatever it is you're imagining has literally already happened. It is already manifest. All that we're doing right now is we are aligning with the timeline in which that reality is manifest. So really tune into what the feeling of that manifestation is like. What does it look like? How does it feel? Feel the joy, feel the excitement, the satisfaction, the beauty of this moment where literally the exact thing that you're imagining is manifest into your reality. You can actually experience it with your senses. You're living inside of this dream that you created. How does it feel? What does it look like? Who's there with you? You can even imagine what that person will say to you. Imagine them giving you a hug or a kiss or congratulating you on ... whatever it is. Who's going to be there with you? All right, so bring this up from the feeling you're experiencing in your heart. Bring it up through chakra so you can express it clearly with words, and into your third eye. This is the center of our clairvoyance. And up here from the third eye place, I want you to really clearly envision what this manifestation looks like. You can picture yourself, the point of view that you're in within it, or you can picture yourself there as though you're observing yourself. I'm picturing myself in it and walking around inside of my vision. What does it look like? How does it feel? All right. So now we're going to bring this manifestation back down again and bring it down from our third eye down to our throat and our heart. And from the heart, we're going to bring it out through our shoulders and down both of our arms until the energy of this vision is in our hands. So now I rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. You're building up the energy for this new manifestation, this beautiful new thing that you're creating. Building it up, the warmth and the power and the heat of this creation. And pull your hands apart a little bit and just feel the energy right between your hands. It's like a ball of life energy, this powerful, vital energy that flows through you at all times. That in any moment and in every moment, we have the power to use this creative energy to make whatever it is that we want. And that's what we're doing right now. So just picture the energy of that manifestation that's actually inside this like ball of light that you have in between your hands. So there's that, the energy of your manifestation inside between your hands. Feel the power, the life of that. And what we're going to do right now is with all the faith and all the love that you have within your heart, just take that ball of energy and just release it. Let it go out into the universe. Now from here, we're just going to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have faith that it is so. Say thank you to your higher power of your understanding. Thank you, Great Spirit. I have faith that it is so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Coming back, opening your eyes, and just bringing our attention back into the room. Okay, great. Okay, so we are back. I'm going to get into the Love Attraction Manual portion of this lesson. So what it is that I'm doing right here is I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of this book that I wrote, which is called the Love Attraction Manual. And what this is an instruction manual and also a journal for creating your future in present time. So the reason why I wrote this book was as a reminder to myself and to anybody else who needed a reminder that we are powerful creator beings. And we are literally co-creating our reality with our thoughts and our words and our actions at all times in all ways. So what I believe is that the more people that we have understanding this truth, understanding this reality, the more things are going to get better on this earth. So I believe that what we can do is we can create healthy, loving people who create healthy, loving relationships. These healthy, loving relationships will create healthy, loving children and healthy, loving families. And these healthy, loving children and healthy, loving families create healthy, loving communities of people who take care of themselves and take care of the earth. Take care of themselves and take care of the earth. So that's what we're doing here. That's the reason why I wrote this book, and the reason why I am talking about it and sharing about it as much as I can, because this is what I feel I have to offer. One of the things that I have to offer. So again, I refer to Gabriel Bernstein, who talks about connecting to a higher power of your understanding. So this is a non-dogmatic practice. I don't believe that anybody should be or isn't excluded from doing this work. I believe, in fact, quite the opposite. We're all doing it at all times. And the more that we understand that, the better things are going to get here on this earth. So referring to a higher power of your understanding, if you don't like the word God or any of these other words I use, simply go ahead and replace those words with that higher power of your understanding. You can even replace it with material random chance if that's what you believe. So it's up to you. You're creating it. So Dr. Wayne Dyer speaks about two different theories of nature. One of these theories is essentially that the universe is a monarchy. So God is the king and we are the subjects. He controls and judges us, and we are separate from him. We are not to be trusted. God can be trusted, but he is separate from us. So even though religious teachings frequently tell us otherwise, for instance, the kingdom of heaven is within us, we've developed this paradigm of subjugation. And the other thing that this paradigm tells us is that divinity is existing outside of ourselves. So this is the fundamental split. It's a bifurcation, and it's an extremely harmful one. Is when we start to think of divinity, God, the creative force of the universe, is something that is outside of ourselves and that we are disconnected from. And we can ask for the force, God, whatever, to do favors for us. And they may grant us those favors, but aside from that, we're continuously separate. In this paradigm, we're continuously separate from our Creator. And the problems that this has created in society are tremendous. It is really a damaging viewpoint, and it has just brought us to all kinds of dark and ugly places that I believe that we do not need to be, and there's something that we're choosing. And it may be that we need to experience this level of darkness to really understand how bad it can get, to understand also that we can make it, we can change it. It doesn't have to be like this. So the second theory of nature that Dr. Wayne Dyer talks about is the theory that God is everywhere at all times. If we were to say, like, God is like the ocean, then you are like a wave in the ocean. So just like the wave is what the ocean is doing, you are what God is doing. So infinite intelligence, pure consciousness, sort of, let's say, creating this illusion of separation, bifurcating itself in order to experience itself through the perspective of limitation and through the perspective of an individual. So another way to see this is that source energy, the boundless intelligence that creates worlds, moves within us at all times. So to exist in a human form is to exist as infinite awareness, experiencing self through a human form. So the most important thing about this when we're considering manifestation is understanding that the energy that creates worlds and universes flows within us at all times. And this is the infinite intelligence that allows our heart to beat and our lungs to breathe and the blood to move through our veins and the bones, our skeletal structure to keep everything in place and form, protected. Our hair to grow and our nails to grow and our beards to grow. If you be a beard haver, it's the creative intelligence that can form a perfect baby body inside of the body of a female. This creative intelligence has the intelligence to make anything. And so when we focus our intention, when we focus our attention on creating something, the ability to create that thing is always there. The only thing that we can do wrong is we can remove our attention and our intention and start creating something different. So if you continually focus on what it is, on something that you're creating, like that thing will manifest. It is the law of creation, the law of the universe. It moves in that way. The only thing that we can do to cancel it out is to start creating something different, something that is not in alignment with the previous thing that we imagined. So again, to create in a human form is to create with source energy, with infinite intelligence, with the spirit that moves within all things. So this is what I believe, that when we speak of being created in the image of and likeness of God, we're not saying that God looks like a man or a woman. I believe that what this actually means is that we're talking about being creator beings. We're created in the image and likeness of God, in that we have the ability to create whatever we focus our intention on. Intention. So that is our true nature. We are creator beings. And the way that we do this is we create first with our thoughts, then our words, and our actions. And one of the most important things that I want to understand together today is that our thoughts become things. So your mind is like a garden. The seeds that you plant within it will take root and they will burst forth out of the ground. So the only choice that we have is if we're planting good seeds, if we're planting weeds. And the other thing is, are we watering those seeds? It's not that when you think something once, think about a pink elephant or whatever, it's going to be right there, in your physical reality. But that thought does still hold a vibration, and it is a thing in a sense, because when I mentioned that thought, you probably got the picture of that thing as well. You got some sort of connection with the vibration of that thing that I mentioned, the pink elephant, right? And so this is one of the reasons why. And so coming out of thought, it becomes speech. And this is why I believe it is very important to use our words wisely, carefully, thoughtfully, and powerfully. Because words do have great power. You can, with a couple simple words, even one simple word, you can change the vibrations of everybody in the room around you, everybody who hears the words that you say. So this is why I use my words very carefully. I don't throw around negative emotions or anger unnecessarily, if at all, because I understand that as I'm putting those things into existence or releasing them, I'm putting them into my own vibration, my own energy field, and I'm also affecting the people around me with. If anybody can hear those thoughts, those words coming out of me, they're also getting hit by the vibration of whatever that thing is. So this is why it's so important to use our words carefully, wisely. So when we choose to create intentionally, we are choosing to participate in an amazing process. We are bringing the formless into form. We are living in a co-creative reality. So what we think, say, and do is our contribution to existence. The fabric of reality responds to the vibrations that we are offering. There is tremendous power in this knowledge, and it is my hope that you will use it for the creation of more love. Here's an illustration for that page, in case you're wondering. All right, so those of you who prefer a more traditional scientific perspective on how does this stuff actually work, I found a really useful treatise on this to be the book Mindset by Carol Dweck. And so what this book is about is the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset is essentially saying that skills and aptitudes are essentially fixed. If you're a good lover, you're a good lover. If you're a bad lover, you're stuck with it. There's nothing you can do about it. If you're good at, art or music or managing people or whatever, you just get what you get. It's like you're like a character in a video game, and you get a 7 in charisma and a 9 in speed and whatever. You have fixed characteristics. So conversely, the characteristic of a growth mindset is one of the most useful characteristics that a person can develop, because this is the idea that skills and aptitudes are pliable, malleable. They can be developed over time. And through focused attention, we can basically gain points, level up in whatever it is that we are seeking to gain proficiency at. So I'm 100% a believer in this. And the change I've been applying recently is understanding that this really does apply to everything. It's like anything that you're doing, basically, it makes sense to want to continue improving yourself in that area if you're going to be spending any time doing that thing. And one of the best ways to do this, in my opinion, is to observe people who are really good at whatever it is that you're doing, watching them in action, because we have these things called mirror neurons, which essentially are what they sound like. I mean, it's our ability to watch somebody doing something and copy them. And the more that we copy from people who are exemplifying the behaviors that we'd like to exemplify, the more easy it is for us to create powerfully, to really start to do that leveling up. So what Carol Dweck, who's a psychologist from Stanford, basically found was that one of the most important predictors of success was actually whether people were using a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Yeah, so specifically in relation to the subject, which is manifesting, we're talking about manifesting love and abundance. If you are seeking to manifest love and you're looking to go at this with a growth mindset, how would you go about doing this? How would you go about improving the way that you love? So what I like to think about with this is it always begins from the inside out. So the way that we are loving ourselves, in a sense, is the way that we are going to love other people around us. And I know that this is not always a perfect reflection, because sometimes people have the tendency to be able to give their love to just about everybody else around them without loving themselves, without truly loving themselves. I would argue that since this behavior is a little bit out of alignment, it's like we're not able to truly give our love to all these other people if we are stuck in this place of kind of not taking care of ourselves first. It's like on the airplane. If the oxygen mask ever does come down, you got to put your own mask on first before you can give it to somebody else. So it's the same with love. And so what I recommend here when you're attracting love is to really focus day in and day out on your practices of self-love. What are you doing to take care of yourself, to love yourself? Because something that I know is that people really instinctively understand instinctively understand that somebody who's not taking care of themselves is not going to really be able to be a fully engaged partner. They're not going to be able to fully take care of another. So therefore, when somebody observes another person, especially I would say females are extremely sensitive to this. They have strong filters, right? They're observing all of your thoughts, or not your thoughts, your words and your actions, how you carry yourself, how you present yourself, your clothes and your hair and everything about you. And what does that say about how much you care about yourself? Speaking of which, I'm going to need to take a momentary break, and we're going to come back and finish off this presentation. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and I'll see you in a moment.